I want to predict Na'Vi 2-0, but
all right,
I think they win 2-0 if they can deal with that mental game. If they can shut Fnatic out and rattle them early, it's going to get nasty here for the Swedes.
I'm going to sit back and just enjoy this one. We've got Dennis pushed up on Catwalk, very aggressive. JW down in the middle, so it is a bit of a team play here, and an excellent headshot to start off with. And JW wants to follow up. A Flamey just besting him in that one, and that's going to make it an even trade, a 1-for-1 trade. And yeah, Bomb still all the way back, all the way outside of Upper Dark, so just going to be a slow round, it looks like, from Na'Vi, which was predictable.
Guardian going through the motions here, checking Catwalk, making sure nobody's holding close. Might get some support from Flamey, but Flamey's looking to see if anybody's going to try and peek on B slope to get some info. And this is great from Na'Vi. They're going to keep the guys over on A site honest by showing themselves just a little bit over here on Catwalk, making sure that they get everything cleared out and that they can get this B execute going, because that seems to be the end goal for them here. They've got that bomb. It's just been sitting up there for quite some time. Although you still do have Zeus waiting outside of long with the camp. So I think that Na'Vi are going for a bit more like a catch-all approach here. They can push, they can go B, they can go A, they can kind of swing whichever way.
Oh, and with that kind of an opening, that leaves a very poor defense over at B. Crims alone, and he was highlighted a lot during our analyst segment. We'll see if he can step it up here. Dennis defending the A-bomb site. They actually are bringing the bomb back here. Dennis going for it. He's out in the open if he goes down, but he gets a headshot on Guardian and falls back again. This is a madness play. He gets another one on Flamey, and now Dennis, he's going to go ham. 4 headshots, looking for the flush is going to steal it. It's a round for Fnatic. Look at that smile on Dennis. You have to appreciate, if he goes down, then they probably straight lose the round. He's so exposed, and he hits 4 headshots in the pistol round.
Unreal. And this guy's been struggling all tournament long. Thorn is right to bring him up as a bit of the wild card here for Fnatic. Will he show up? Will he hit shots? Or will he go an entire half with only 1 kill like we saw yesterday? I mean, you're not really sure what you're getting from Dennis right now, but this is just individual play. This is exactly what we were talking about. Well, they were talking about throughout the analyst desk. It's just individual plays like that is what's going to win Fnatic this tournament. That's it. And so Dennis, he delivers big. 4 kills for him in the pistol, all of them headshots. I mean, that's going to get him fired up, Anders. Yeah,
and you see him turn around for the flashbang in between as well. You know, there's so many little details that could have gone horribly wrong. That was, I mean, it was a cool play, but I would say don't try and repeat that too many times, because most of the time it probably won't work out like that.
Now at least Fnatic have to set up for the anti-eco situation here. They've got the rifles, the SMGs as well. They actually go a little heavy on the SMGs, 3 of them. Perhaps not expecting Na'Vi to go for the force buy, but I mean, Na'Vi with no bomb plant, they aren't going to hesitate. They set up, they've got the pistols, they've got the Kevlar, they've got a handful of nades, and it looks like right now at least they're going to change their focus and get some pressure on mid here.
A very default setup for the Fnatic team. Coming out of the doorway there, Crims, 18 bullets left. He's going to get the second one there. Or actually, he almost gets Flamey, I'm sorry. 16 health on him. Crims goes for a headshot. Still inside the bomb site is JW, and he's actually in the opening, but Guardian hits a headshot with a deagle, and that is going to bring it back. Can they get the bomb down, though? Just picked up by Guardian. This is a good round so far for Na'Vi.
Indeed. They need to actually get this bomb planted, though. 25 seconds left. 2 players going from Upper Dark, and this is actually a change up here for Fnatic. Usually you only put the 1 through Upper. They're going for the mind games. It doesn't even matter. Unfortunately for Na'Vi, they're looking the wrong way when Fnatic decided to go for their push, but that would have been a really sick play from Fnatic. Had Na'Vi killed the first guy coming through, guarantee you they would have looked to window or door for the other 2, and that other guy coming in from Upper Dark would have slaughtered them. A little bit of a sneaky play there. It's kind of what we can expect from Flusha, you know, twisted mind.
Well, I mean, 2 kills and a bomb plant. It's not too bad, really. And I think the problem was Crims let 2 of them pass before he spotted them in the middle. Then he went out to try and fight them, and you know he used like almost his whole clip to get the 1 kill, and then pistol out instead. Like he was maybe just a little bit too late with the information that they were actually pushing middle. And that can happen. So 3rd round is coming up now, and Na'Vi, not too much excitement here. I mean, Guardian with the deagle again, so he's not like too worried about picking up that AWP. Maybe he's got like the calculation down, but certainly he's not going to be like fully kitted out on top of it.
No, I think he's just going to have the rifles. Honestly, I don't see, unless he goes ham this round and finally starts getting some deagle headshots. He got 1 kill in the last one. I mean, no, the nade, and they just barely get by in time. That was a close one. Na'Vi, they're just pressing forward, hoping that they're going to be able to get the catwalk plant. Guardian decides to challenge after getting the headshot on Flusha, and that is all Na'Vi will get. Olafmeister with a triple kill and the defense stays strong on that A site. Economy is building now for Fnatic as well, considering they're doing a pretty good job of just fending Na'Vi off in these pistol situations. And you can see the frustration there on Zeus's face. You know, this the beginning of this map, this key map for Na'Vi has not gone well so far. And they have to be feeling a little stumped because none of these rounds have been close. So they, yeah, so that's a little frustrating for Na'Vi. It's not like it's been tooth and nail right since the start. You know, it's actually Fnatic kind of just everything going according to plan here for the Swedes.
Oh, and Dennis, I mean, we talked about his risk in the pistol. Now look at him here in the 4th round. And Zeus, he got the grenade out. And Dennis, he sees the grenade coming out. The bomb gets down. Dennis, 2nd kill for him. The Guardian does find a refrag with the AWP. Doesn't have head armor. And that is definitely a factor. Even with the UMP in play here, that could be dangerous. And we'll see how that's going to turn out here. 4 versus 3. Huge risk coming in from Dennis and a big payoff.
That actually works. 2-for-1 trade, he'll take that any day. And we were wondering where Dennis was going to be playing, like what is his situation going to be on this site. It's been a little bit of a struggle. I mean, he used to just want to play kind of like goose A site, play very passively up there. Seems like he's kind of taken over Olafmeister's role, which is, you know, just push up mid, get up there fast, do some damage, and then, well, if you live, great. If you don't, it's fine as long as you get 2 kills.
But I mean, if he was having a hard time playing sort of a stationary passive role, then, you know, maybe that's the switch up that Fnatic have sort of gone through. Over at long, though, flushes here with the UMP. This is going to be tough, Sam. Like 1-on-3.
It's not going to be pretty, bro. I mean, flush up close with UMP as well like this. This is lethal range for the UMP. He will Shrek them if they try and rush through. And seized out. There's the gun barrel, and there it is. Instant shot, pre-fire from Guardian. He keeps his cool as well, and that's enough. That buys the time for Olafmeister to come through. Guardian is going to be able to pick up the first kill, but it's still a 1v3, 28 seconds, and the bomb is dropped on the wrong side of that wall. He's actually just instantly going to start falling back. He doesn't care. Fall back, hold on to the AWP, and unfortunately JW will not allow it. And, well, I'm kind of surprised to see Guardian go for that play, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, with 30 seconds, I thought he'd try and run for that corner and just take the fight.
Oh, he knew Olafmeister was there. Like, you kill Flusha, and the only other guy you saw get a kill was Olaf, so,
it's one of those, like...
1v1, Guardian should take that every day, right?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if he pushes up, then he still has to cross, and then JW is going to be in CT spawn. It'll be weird either way, almost no matter what he does. But, I mean, you're right. Normally, we do see Guardian still opt for the aggressive play, right? That's his style.
And that's going to be the real interesting thing here is whether Guardian can get that confidence back. Because that's not the Guardian we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing the Guardian who hunts aggressively on Dust 2 to get kills. And, well, if he's already backing off looking to save his guns, that does not bode well here for Na'Vi in this match. And this is the key map for them. Cobblestone could go either way, but Dust 2, this needs to be Na'Vi's playground, and we're just not seeing it. The sand, man, you know, the cats, the local neighborhood cats, they came and wrecked it.
Well... we'll see once they can buy again here. I mean, this is one of these rounds where if you're on the terrorist side, you just want to do some damage to that CT side economy. We're not really seeing the scoreboard much. I'm not exactly sure how much money Fnatic have, but it must be decent. I mean, those UMP kills there for Flusher as well. Now he's up on the box in CT spawn, looking for Zeus, and actually he's taking a lot of damage and missing a lot of shots as well, but Olafmeister's there to pick it up. They can't even punish Flusher when he's in that corner. C's going to go down. Even Flusher going back for more. Guardian. It'd be nice. You speak of confidence. I mean, even in a round like this, you get a couple of kills in. It helps. A 5-0 clean here for the Fnatic side.
Olaf is doing a fantastic job of getting to a fight really quickly. Flush it long in the round before last. This time around to support the man in mid. He's doing a very good job of just getting in there, being the second man to just rotate to his teammate as quickly as possible and lend that fire. About 5-0, Anders, and very one-sided round so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Na'Vi, I mean, the crowd, they need to get behind it. Na'Vi need to get fired up here.
That's what I was wondering about, because they were being very quiet here, and all it takes is one guy to shout Na'Vi, and everybody gets going. That can make a difference. Got 4 AKs, 1 AWP on Guardian here, and this would be a great round to start off with. Grenades from Fnatic. They go too far into lower dark and not really going to connect with anybody. So that means mid-control now for the Na'Vi team without them even using too much utility.
I think we're seeing the nerves out of Na'Vi as well. Just that play right there, that peek into from lower dark to cat. I think that flash was supposed to go in first, and then the guy peeks, because the guy's peeking. If a guy's sitting there with the op and the flash doesn't go, you're dead. You know, he just hits that shot and you're gone. And so just like a little bit of a flip-flop there with Na'Vi, where I think they were just a split second too late on the communication on the setup for a play. And that's a play, like, if you give up that frag, man, it's not good. It's really not good. So Na'Vi right now, they're just a little shaky, Anders. They need some kind of big – they need a Guardian to step up. They need Flamey to go ham and get a triple kill. They need somebody to fire up the team right now, because they're just looking a little bit too nervous to me.
Well, right now I think they're setting up for a huge fake right now, and could be one guy jumping into CT spawn on top of it. That Molotov going to be a little bit annoying, but you see the bomb is in upper, and they've got 3 people on catwalk and 1 in middle. That's a huge indication that some sort of fake play is coming out, and they're leaving it till very late here as well. 30 seconds, and we are going to be going now for it. Jumping down in CT spawn is Zeus indeed, and outside the doors of B, Edward goes for the fight, but they both fail. Flamey going down as well. Crims, he gets shot in the face. JW as well. Flusher going to get the kill on Zeus. It's still Seized and Guardian left. They need that bomb plant here. 15 seconds, and finally it's going to come through. And now I think it's going to be the true test of Guardian here. This is his round. Seized just has to play defense, but Guardian's going to have to get the kill. Seized goes very aggressive, and this is a big problem. Guardian missing a shot and missing again, and Dennis going to come in and get the kill on him eventually with the AK. So 6-0.
What can we call Fnatic right now? What's a really dangerous beast from Sweden? I guess it's a Wolverine, right? I guess that's what they're really proud of. They got like Wolverines up there.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, this is
like a pack of hungry Wolverines just went onto that beast site and ripped the seas limb from limb, basically.
They've just got it going on. I mean, this is one of 3 maps, and it's only the first half and everything. So I definitely think Na'Vi, they've already shown us in this tournament plenty of times they can sort of mentally bring it back.
Oh yeah.
But some of these rounds, you want to see more. I wanted to see Guardian just being the guy to kill them as they come in, while Seized was just holding one spot, holding an angle.
Well, there we go. All the way back into spawn. Guardian gets rewarded for his patience. Catches JW peeking it aggressively in mid, and that's going to work out just fine. And now there's a single man on this B site. Na'Vi aren't the kind of team to rush in, though. They aren't the kind of team to try and pounce on a situation unless the bomb is like right with them, but that's so rare. So they're just going to sit back and basically let Fnatic hang themselves here. Fnatic are the ones now who need to play scared and try and either take a risk or cross their fingers and hope that they gamble on the right site.
Well, still got a little bit more than a minute. Not really enjoying this position that Crims is in over at B. And that corner behind the car is just so hard to get a lot of kills there. There's been a couple of examples. I think Crims might even be responsible for one of them, but generally speaking, you're probably going to get zoned out. Works slightly better if you've got a teammate in window or a door or anything like that. And maybe Olofmeister could be that guy to rotate in, but apart from that, he's going to flash himself in. Goes for the spray and gets shut down by Seized.
The timing just didn't work. Olaf getting tagged down a little bit as well. This is not a situation that Na'Vi can lose at this point. Flash is going to go in. Olofmeister dodges it. Going to get that spray down, but they just go jumping right over the tracers, right over the bullets. Zeus will catch out Dennis. He was trying to go for the lower dark push for Fnatic. And now this is looking fantastic. Na'Vi, they've finally done it. Fnatic just backing off at this point. Flush are going to give ground and try and hold on to the AK, or at least try and make this expensive. He gets a nice pre-fire there, seeing Zeus's gun barrel before it comes around the angle. Now can he make it out of here in one piece? 2 kills. If he gets a 3rd one here, Flusha, no way. Okay, they finally shut him down. But if Flusha gets 3 kills there, that's unacceptable for Na'Vi. They need to keep at least 3 guns alive. Bit of a sigh of relief there from the CIS team.
Absolutely. But a critical round, nice pacing. You see Krim sort of getting a bit nervous in the court. Eventually he's like, I can't stay here all day, you know.
That's a sick flash, though. Imagine he throws that 2 seconds later when they're actually pushing through the tunnel. He wipes them out. Just timing making the big difference there. And, whoa, Crims, how did he get... he must have got tagged through the door. Guardian must have hit the gap shot, basically. So down to 36 like that.
6-1, and moving into the 8th round. The grenade going out early there, trying to see if he can catch Edward. I think they already put 1 more out there, so it is a fairly aggressive setup on the catwalk with Flusher and Olofmeister. And Olofmeister can't really get flashed because he's looking into the sort of the wall there. So Flusher's going to be drawing all their attention. I like this setup from Fnatic. We saw the question mark team try and do this with Siblix just looking in the corner. He was just a bit off on the timing. If you get the timing down perfect, it's going to be really brutal.
Oh, well, there's the nade. That's going to say hello. And, well, Zeus, he goes in alone. He goes in alone. I mean, it has the right idea, yes, but now his teammates have to go charging through smoke, and Olofmeister's there to punish. Olofmeister's still alive with 12 HP, and he's going to be able to get out of dodge. Na'Vi, when they go for the catwalk take like that, why don't they have a man there to support Zeus if he's really going to push aggressive alone? He walks right into the trap is what happens.
Edward, nice headshot. 2nd spray comes in, and Olofmeister does go down. Guardian with the kill. That was a 1-on-3 for Guardian. Now it's a 1-on-2,
no.
and he's going to have to do a lot more. The smoke for Cross is going to fail. Now he has to just try and see if he can face them straight on. 25 seconds as well. He's going to walk a little bit into the fire. He gets a shot on JW. Goes for Crypto. Oh, he goes down. Crims hits the headshot. Guardian nearly with the 1-on-3. That would have been a big round.
Oh, that nade. It catches that edge, Anders, and you know at that point, it's like... He does it right as well. I'm surprised that Fnatic tried to, like, they didn't stay bunched up. Because if Guardian faces one, the other guy, he's going to, unless they're stacked literally on top of each other, they're going to trade frags. So there was a chance there for Guardian to hit the shot. But that's the thing, Crim's in the clutch. Crim's in the clutch. He's been doing it all weekend long for Fnatic. The 1v1s, the 1v2s, you can count on him every time to come through. It's crazy.
What's so surprising about that initial engagement up on Catwalk is that Olaf actually stays in the corner with like 20 health for quite a while. You know, no one had a Molotov or an 80 or anything to throw in there. They would have got a free kill on him, and maybe it would have been worth it either way, but I don't know. This is the hard reset as well. 7-1. They just pick up one round, and now they're back to square one. This is a very, very rough start for the home team.
Absolutely. No, this is the worst case scenario here for Na'Vi. 7 rounds for Fnatic. Teams are getting a few more rounds on the T side right now. So as far as Fnatic are concerned, they're off to a fantastic start. They've got economy as well. They were able to dodge the reset themselves, and so, or the reset of their bank, right? They're still able to full buy with full nades. A little bit of a cheeky play coming out here. Edward looking for the headshot into pit. He's not seeing anybody though over this smoke, and so now they drop, and Dennis knows they're close. Peekaboo. Oh, and they nearly line up for him. He nearly takes out Edward. If Edward didn't have Kevlar, Dennis was going to shred 3 players there.
Yeah, that was looking a bit scary. Some damage being put out on into Flusher, who falls back into CT spawn. This is still not a good round for Na'Vi, even if they manage to do a bit of damage here. And the Guardian does have a scout, but I'm not really following what's happening here.
Boys, you need to get in there and die, basically.
Olofmeister. That looked like a very clean shot. Now, Guardian's still going to try and see if he can get the bomb down. Can he make this cross happen? He does. Do a little bit of damage. Not going to happen. No, he actually didn't even jog JW, sorry. That was, I mean, another really hesitant round. We're used to seeing Na'Vi being slow, but usually when they commit, they sort of, Stan would say they go in when they go in.
They go in, yeah. When they go in, they go in.
Yeah, but this time, just a little bit different. Is this a tactical timeout? Seeing Zeus talking a lot here.
I think it must be. Starks is behind seized as well. They're having a bit of a chat right now, trying to figure it out. I'm sure there is just a little complaining going on over on Na'Vi right now. Definitely some frustration. They need to cool it down, find themselves, find their center, and focus up here. And Seized is one of those players sometimes where the nerves can get to him still, so he needs to just take a really deep breath right now and focus up. Fnatic, Fnatic, you can see they're all just kind of like, chilling in their chairs. There's no pressure over there, man. This is just another, this is just another Tuesday for them. This is easy, just another final. They've won the last 3 that they've participated in. They won the last big tournament of the year, basically, and now they're starting off the year strong here, making yet another final with this new roster. And there was a lot of criticism, on Dennis as well. Just throughout this tournament, he's been a little wishy-washy. He hasn't been hitting, like a, very like big frag moments, So for him to start so strong on Dust 2 like this has got to be feeling pretty good for Fnatic. I think
Dennis in the best of 3 yesterday had like 61 kill across 3 maps, like 61 kills across 3 maps.
Really? That high?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
He was like low on, I know he was low on Inferno, right? Low. He had like 1 frag at the end of the first half, and then he got like 13 frags in the second half, which was pretty good, right? Like basically brought it back up to mid-teens.
Yeah, but I mean, considering how close the game and how long those maps were, like that's 20 kills, that's 10 kills per half. It's not exactly, it's not amazing either,
It's not like, yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess there was a lot of hype when it came to Fnatic, just because it's just like, okay, now they have like 5 all-star fraggers here. Like Dennis is one of those guys who can do it all as well, just like Olaf.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's what I wonder about. It's almost like when Olaf first joined Fnatic back in the day. When he came from LGB, he was this monster god, but then he had to find his place again in Fnatic. He wasn't sure of his role, where he needs to be, blah, blah, blah. I think Dennis is going through the exact same thing, because I think he would want to be in Olaf's role. He would want to be the guy, it's like, okay, he gets the op if you need it. He plays the rifles. He goes hunting for frags. These are the sorts of things that Olaf likes to do. And so Dennis is trying to rediscover his game right now, trying to figure out where he fits in this roster.
Well, it seems like this is a good start to the round. I think we might have just slightly missed it, but Guardian again winning the fight in middle against JW. It's definitely the kind of start you're looking for now. If they can get the long control here, and they definitely would be able to. It's Olofmeister holding up there while Crims has picked up the AWP and is all the way over at the B bomb site. So, I mean, a good hit onto long, even if 3 of them are holding Catwalk. If you just get one good smoke down, you can get a decent bomb plant, you can just hold Pit instead, and it should still be working out.
This is, but like Fnatic also, this is just like everything's going according to plan for them. They're that team they're just unique in the 4v5 situations. JW, it's like, okay, JW tried to make something happen. That's your style. You went and died. We've got one of the best 4 cores in the world, you know. We're just so good with it. And there you go. Just those kinds of plays. Yeah, back off, Olaf. You don't need to take the risk. Takes the fight straight up. Great wall bang there from Seas. He comes out ahead, but then Edward falls to Dennis. And just like that, it's pretty much over here. Guardian trying to look for the shot on the man holding sight. Olofmeister takes out Seas in the meantime, and then they line up for Flusha. He comes right through. And no, it's Dennis both kills.
He stole them away. That looked almost choreographed, but I mean, yeah, maybe again a little bit too slow then. But it's frustrating for Na'Vi because when they lose that guy in middle, so much of their plan just sort of evaporates, right? You're supposed to be able to coordinate the long push with the catwalk push, or at least the catwalk presence, so that you're sort of distracting whoever is there. But instead what happens is the guy in middle or catwalk dies, and then you have to be like, all right, well, I guess we'll just push long alone then.
All right, they need to speed up getting
really
us back in the game now. You know, camera shots are good, but we don't want to be missing too much action here in the rounds. Even if this is an anti-eco, sure. And Na'Vi tried to just basically run into the blender. Flamey does find a headshot, but Fnatic are sitting on the bomb over at long, so they just basically need to get more headshots. And Dennis shows that he can get headshots too, Flamey. And yeah, that's pretty much where this round is going to go. And wow. Anders, you know when you're like the away team, it's like Fnatic, LDLC, DSWC. It's one of those games, I guess. Not much to do.
It's every time in the middle. He just walks into to certain death, it seems.
But this is the thing, man. This is why I mentioned it at the beginning. This is Navi's like game to lose. It's all in their heads. Fnatic, they're the championship winning team. They're in their element. Na'Vi, this is their Moby Dick, right? This is their beast that they just can't seem to find, hunt, and kill. Fnatic always strike back, and Fnatic always rip him to shreds. So it's all mental for Na'Vi right now. It's all in their heads because they are the better team on Dust 2 right now. There's no doubt about it. It's Fnatic on the other side, and it's a finals again. And they've never won against Fnatic like this. And so Na'Vi are defeating themselves right now.
Well, they've gone for the double orb, which I think is an indication that they're still sort of trying different things, right? They're not just sort of, you know, repolishing all strategies, and it's a good fight early on there. Dennis trying to get clever, but Zeus is going to catch him as well. And now, again, they have the men advantage. And Fnatic are going to keep playing aggressively like this. And maybe they should just wait around and try and see if they can find another opening. Olaf going to check Guardian, finding Crims. 5 versus 3. So surely Semler. Surely this time.
This must be the moment. And look at this, the gamble here from JW.
Have you learned nothing, JW, from the previous 11 rounds on what has been in the middle here? Just go anywhere but middle, it seems.
Middle could be the spot. There's a deep flash in, so JW, I mean, Na'Vi are making them think, we're going to come through here, guys. Seized, he has the AWP as well, but he's down to 32, Zeus down to 16. So if the rifles get into position here for Fnatic, it's going to get real nasty for Na'Vi. They get a great flash, pop right in Olaf's face, but they aren't able to capitalize on it. They don't follow up. And so Olaf, he's sitting right here, and he's going to be able to flank them very quickly, considering Edward's on the other side of the map looking for somebody defending A.
That's not what scares me. What scares me is the fact, they get the kill on JW. I was worried, because if you line up in that tunnel, if you're just a little bit too slow, then suddenly that one ult player can Shrek your whole team. That's not going to happen. Now they're playing 4 versus 2. It's a very carefully calculated round coming out of Na'Vi. Very few risks being taken here for the terrorist side, and it's working out just fine for them. Flusha somehow almost drawing an outline with the AK through that wall with the spray, and it's going to be Olaf and Flusha left here. And they could still try and see if they could do damage. I mean, that's going to be annoying to Na'Vi if that turns out to be the case, but Flusha goes down to Edward. And Flamey, the only one's not going to kill yet on this in this particular round. Olaf looking for exits, and he's not going to get it. Seized. All right, then.
And that was admirable by Na'Vi. That's the difference right there. If they can play like that and keep their cool and not rush out, yes, they got a man advantage. You see Flamey dancing around in the boxes at window. You know that when Flusha goes for the full spray, the first thing he's thinking is, I'm going to push through this and wreck this guy. He's not gonna have the bullets to stop me. But he doesn't take the risk. He just sits there. He just sits there. And that's the kind of play they need to be going for right now. Smart CS. Don't give Fnatic a chance to get back into the round. Just take your time and play the odds. They did a very good job there of just keeping their cool and locking down that B site, playing off the advantage that they got early from Dennis pushing in like that. Edward's going to eat a nade. Shrapnel sandwich. I'm sure that was tasty.
Fnatic have decided to fight fire with fire and go for their own AWP combo here, so see if that's going to work out. Seized! Oh, I think he got tricked! I think he saw the guy jumping down, and then Olofmeister walks up behind him. What is that nonsense? I kind of want to believe that Fnatic saw that coming. I don't think they did. I think that might have been giving them too much credit there, but that did look very cool. Well, they got 4 people stacked in the middle now. It's perfectly plausible to win a 4v5 on Dust 2 like this. They just got to speed up once they execute. They need to get a quick kill and then move straight behind it. Missed shot there from Guardian. And he's also, Flamey and Edward both taking a lot of damage here.
Flush is a madman. He's serving himself up as bait because he's got Olofmeister with the AWP behind him. So he's throwing himself down into CT, hoping that Olof can peek behind him again. They keep rinsing and repeating, but it's going to be a cat push after all. Olofmeister, great deep flash to force him off the angle, and Flusha right on the edge. He's going to take that straight up fight with the M4, looking for the headshot on Zeus. And now Olof, this is buying enough time. Exactly, Olof, they don't have the flash, and he spots Guardian coming out through the smoke. Zeus is going to be able to sneak past, but that drops the bomb into CT! That's a catastrophe for Na'Vi! Olof, all he has to do is stay alive here versus Zeus. It's not going to work in the end, but still, Fnatic, the bomb is in their hands.
There just isn't time to do this right now. I mean, it's a great idea trying to force a Mac with a Molotov, but they can't really do anything. And the problem is they can't stay here either.
Oh, man, when Edward dies with that bomb and it drops into CT, the round's over right there. Because Flush, all they have to do is sit in CT right now. If anybody comes dropping down, that's it. They're a dead man. Flamey will get 1 kill, but Crim's kills. Oh, no! JW.
2 down after the round timer. So we really should reiterate, because we always get tons of new viewers, and if you are new to the game and watching, once the clock has run out for the terrorist side, if you die after that, you don't even get the loss bonus that you'd otherwise get. If you die within the round time, you get a loss bonus. Otherwise, you don't, and that means you could tell here, Zeus and Flamey, they're on AKs, or without AKs, and that's a big problem. 11-2. Fnatic, they took a lot of risks early on in the game, and it paid off. You see Dennis pushing top mid in the pistol round as well, taking some risk. And if you do that and it works, it could definitely tilt the Na'Vi team, because they're not thinking we're being beaten by a team that's, just outshouting us. They're thinking they're doing slightly ridiculous things, and it's still working, and it's really annoying. That is really annoying. Well,
I'm just kind of pondering right now what Na'Vi can do.
I mean, could we see...
I've also got like Mastodon White Whale going in my head right now as well. But, that's on a side note for some reason.
Can we see like just a regular B split coming out here? Smoke CT spawn, kill the people in B, put the bomb down.
Boop. Flash in, then reboop. JW's got the angle now. Oh, he misses that shot. Oh! You can't play peekaboo with Guardian, bro!
Oh, Crims. Actually, he lands a headshot on Flamey. He just doesn't even stop shooting, transfers through the smoke, and now it's going to be Edward and Guardian 2 versus 4 here with 24 seconds left. Another near on winnable position. Flashbang goes in. Guardian legs him. Edward gets the 1 kill, but Guardian, he's trapped behind the box. He gets a shot. He goes for more. He's going to hit it on Dennis. And now it's all about Guardian. Oh, he gets a shot. Oh, my God. He picks up 4 kills and wins it.
Okay, then. Come on, Guardian. Get fired up, boy. There we go. That wakes the crowd up. That gets everything going. If Guardian can wake up, no score can stop this man. If Guardian can wake up, they can bring it back. It's not over, Na'Vi. It's not over. It's a catastrophic scoreline.
I'm sure I saw Guardian just do like a neck crack.
Oh yeah, dude. He was just like,
that.
If he had like, like a vest on, right? He's just brushing some dust off the lapel. Just like. All in a day's work, boys. All in a day's work. But that's the thing. He needs to. It's a lot to ask of one player, but you have to just fire your team up right now, Guardian. We need more crazy rounds like that from you. Point blank shot, and well, Crib snuffs him. So it was a beautiful dream while it lasted, Anders.
Well, they're playing up against a very poorly kitted out Fnatic here, but they still get the entry, the Swedes, and it's on Guardian as well. It almost makes it worse, doesn't it? And if they win this round, it'll just be adding insult to injury.
It's just, you know, your best, you know, your god tier player, he can throw his best at us and it doesn't matter. That's what Fnatic are going to be telling Na'Vi right here. Crims is just saying, Zeus, sit down. Flamey's going to go with the AWP now. And, well, can we catch JW in mid? No, the crossfire's there. Crims, man, he's everywhere. Triple kill for Crims. I mean, sure, they've got the bomb out on, or they've got control of the B site now at this point. It was seized, but the bomb is up on Catwalk. It's stuck. It's boxed. They know exactly where it is. And the shot is there. Dennis drops him. Fine style as well with the dig.
Oh, well then. Flusher picking up the last kill. Crims with the triple in the round. Dennis dropping 20 kills in one half and a finishing scoreline of 12-3. What a performance here for the Swedish team. I mean, we all know how good they are. They just haven't necessarily looked at this tournament. I mean, they sort of slithered right through in their semifinals yesterday. That could have gone either way. It was down to some really nuts round, and probably one of the best series we've had for a long time.
Agreed.
And now, I mean, we always say this: never compare, you know, day-to-day results. Team comes in like it's a new day. It could definitely be a new team. That's absolutely true. But right now, it seems to have gone sort of both ways, right? It's Fnatic coming in stronger than yesterday. It's Na'Vi coming in worse than yesterday, and that is I think that explains part of the result here.
Na'Vi aren't on the server right now, Anders. That's the issue here. Like, we saw a glimmer of what Guardian's capable of, but Na'Vi right now, they aren't even here. It's just Fnatic going through the motions at this point. Like, they're literally going through the motions, Fnatic. But yeah,
come on,
round of applause. And let's see if Na'Vi can, well, you know, have the dream comeback here in this grand final to start things off. At least give us a match. And they're going to go for something tricky here with Edward boosting up on green box on Catwalk, looking into lower dark, and they've got the execution, basically, the squad here, waiting to see if Fnatic are going to eventually push through. Dennis is waiting here. The lone Fnatic. Oh, no, there's another one.
No fear at all, it seems. Either that or the jeering Fnatic. I'm not quite sure. You might not want to poke the bear just yet. That might be a bit dangerous. Seized, walking in, close to the Glocks. And Dennis is there and hungry. Second kill. He just picks up the USPS. Absolutely no hesitation. No input lag there at all. Guardian going to be taking the first kill there for the Na'Vi side. And Flusher goes down. Zeus fighting for his life and his team right here. Out of bullets. Can't get a chance to reload. Of course, it's Dennis. That's up to now 7 kills in these 2 pistol rounds. And he's going for more. JW to help him out. Dennis looking for Flamey as well. And he gets it. 8 kills. Quad kill in both pistol rounds in a grand finals.
Get this guy out of here. 24-1-7. And what is that? Like 7 of those kills in the pistol rounds?
8.
8? Oh, well, you got a quad again.
Yeah. 8 kills total across 2 pistol rounds.
Yeah, what's up? Like, that's just...
And if you could do that for your team and nothing else,
yeah,
it might almost be worth it to pick you up on a team. If you could just promise your team that's in your contract, I'll just do that every time.
I'll just get pistols for us.
Then I'll chill for a bit. Listen to a bit of music in the meantime.
Yeah, just get you that money for the rifle. Then you can go ahead and do some work for yourself. Like, man, Na'Vi, and again, Na'Vi forcing. CT forced this time as well. Guardian goes for the scout.
They should.
Well, they have to, right? They have no more room for error. Fnatic are up on 13 rounds.
Yeah, if you were going to build like a 13-round comeback, you might as well do it now. There's no difference between doing it now and the next round anyway. So just gotta go all in here.
Well. This is rough. Anders, this is hard to watch because you've got a stadium, like 10,000 people here.
Yeah.
All pretty much your fan. And just think of the immense pressure that's on Na'Vi right now.
Except for the like 3 or so Fnatic fans.
There's like 3 Fnatic fans in here, man.
And they're loud, though. They're loud. They're passionate.
Yeah, you hear the battle cry every now and again.
Zeus here. It's going to have to be a little bit loud as well with the C-set 75. He's close range. This is a perfect angle for the pistol as well. Oh, but he misses a couple of shots. He does some damage to a Flusher, but he can't get the kill. Now... can we put some deagles in play? Flamey's got a 5-7. Wasn't even invited to the party. JW, the bouncer, just tosses him out.
Oh, Edward, though. Is he going to find the headshot? Nope. Olaf finds it first. And, well, Fnatic You know, they don't even, like, they even leave a man, you know, camping mid, just hearing the rotation coming out from Na'Vi. They very well could have wrapped back around if they wanted to, try to change things up, but they just bowl their way forward onto that A site through long. They make use of the AKs, the advantage of range, and then just run right out through onto the site. So Na'Vi are going to have to force buy again here. I don't think it's realistic for them to think that they can, you know, try and eco for the 15th round. It has to be a buy. Well, no, they're going for a quasi. Double scout. Deagle on Zeus.
Fnatic are rushing the B bomb site. Flamey's there alone with a scout in hand, and he's up in the window trying to get some jump shots in. It's a smart call for Fnatic, and a grenade lands in Flamey's face, and he is going to be gone. That was a bit brutal. The bomb about to be planted here, and Na'Vi fighting to try and stay in it. But I mean, Fnatic, there doesn't seem to be anything that can stop them at this point in time.
They're merciless. They're monsters, and well, they're about to devour Na'Vi alive.
You don't want to say it really in a grand final, but at this point you might just want to like try and save some mental strength and think a little bit about the next map. You know, just like, all right, that was one of those maps, one of those days, it happens. Mental retaking it back into it. Like, I mean, because if you spend all your energy trying to, like, you know, super focus on this one, it might not be worth the investment, you know?
Oh.
Like, at some point, if you can shrug and laugh it off and say, yeah, okay.
Well, there you go. All of them are just giggling at this point.
I mean, it's probably hard to convince yourself of that, but what's the alternative, you know?
We just got dumpstered in front of our home crowd in the biggest event that the CIS region has had in recent memory.
Laugh it off, you know?
I mean, Guardian is doing all right, 16 kills, but then the rest of his team, like, Guardian at this point is just like, team, you know, where are you? Help me out, bros.
Flamey there with an auto shotgun, not going to be connecting. You got to give some credit to Fnatic here as well. They're winning 15-3, and yet they're very, very coordinated. Ooh, did he hit Dennis above the wall then? Or C's above the wall, sorry? I think C's jumped, and Dennis hit that shot. But yeah, you see Fnatic, I mean, now, therefore, they're going to be frag hunting Edward. But until this point, they've been very, very, controlled in their movement. No big risks being taken, just very steady play coming out for them.
Indeed.
Wow, 16-3 here in the first map on Dust 2 in the grand finals. Fnatic just sweeping Na'Vi off the server.
Vugo knows what's up. Just gives a big hug to Dennis immediately. I mean, yeah, Dennis, 8 kills in the pistol with the USP. You give that guy the CT pistol, and you're just shreked. There isn't really a whole lot much to say apart from just like the total and utter collapse. And like watching Guardian right now, he's just scratching his head, wondering, you know, like, well, you know, I'm not sure what more I can do. I kind of need you guys to show up as well. You know, like, it can't all just be me. And, well, Fnatic, the entire team just looked like they were going through the motions. The entire team just looked like this was another walk in the park for them, another finals, you know, and there's just no pressure on them at this point.
Well, there it is. We are going to go for a quick break, then back to the analyst desk, and obviously we'll be back with map 2 here. It's one of the things, you've got to laugh it off, you've got to move on, because you can't spend all day focusing on that stuff. Have a 2-minute talk, then talk about the next map.
Basically.
We'll be back after a quick break.